Hello friends, you are watching the Travel Tree YouTube channel. We always make our efforts to educate you in the field of traveling, immigration and visas. Join us as we take on the challenge of explaining the Canada Inland Asylum, being inside Canada, process step by step, making it as clear as possible for anyone looking to navigate this complex journey. A surprising statistic about asylum seekers in Canada is that in 2022, Canada saw a significant increase in asylum claims, with over 70,000 applications filed. This marked a sharp rise compared to previous years, reflecting global trends in displacement and the ongoing challenges faced by individuals seeking refuge from conflict and persecution. Canada's commitment to accepting refugees has made it one of the top destinations for asylum seekers in the world. We have already made a video on how to apply for asylum at the Canada airport, and today we will explain the complete procedure for applying for asylum while being inside Canada, step-by-step procedure and detailed documents required. You are requested to watch the complete video to understand the procedure and not to miss any part of the procedure. Don't forget to subscribe our channel. Let's start our main video on our topic. Asylum inside Canada. First of all, we must know the importance of the Asylum inside Canada process. Protection from persecution. This process provides a safe avenue for individuals who may face threats to their life or freedom due to factors like race, religion, political opinion, or membership in a particular social group. It reflects Canada's commitment to human rights and international obligations to protect refugees. Accessibility. For those who may not be able to seek asylum from outside Canada, the inland process offers a lifeline. It allows individuals to seek protection without needing to return to potentially dangerous situations. Legal framework. The process is governed by Canadian law, specifically the Immigration and Refugee Protection Act, IRPA. This ensures that applicants have the right to a fair hearing and the opportunity to present their case before an independent tribunal. Community integration. Once individuals apply for asylum, they often have the chance to settle in Canada and contribute to the community. Many asylum seekers become valuable members of society, enriching the cultural and economic landscape. Temporary status and support. While their claims are being processed, asylum seekers can apply for work permits, access social services, and receive support through various organizations, which can help them rebuild their lives. Pathway to permanent residency. Successful asylum seekers can transition to permanent residency, allowing them to build a future in Canada, reunite with family members, and fully integrate into Canadian society. The Canada Inland Asylum process is a vital mechanism for protecting vulnerable individuals seeking refuge and contributes to Canada's identity as a compassionate and welcoming nation. The Canada Inland Asylum process involves several key steps that individuals must follow to apply for refugee status while already in Canada. Here's a detailed overview of the process and the documents typically required. Step-by-step Canada Inland Asylum process. Eligibility assessment. Individuals must determine if they are eligible to apply for asylum in Canada. They should not have made a claim in another country and must be in Canada when they apply. The eligibility assessment in the Canada Inland Asylum process is a crucial initial step that determines whether an individual's asylum claim can proceed. Here's a detailed breakdown of what this assessment entails. Key components of the eligibility assessment. Submission of the asylum claim. Individuals must submit their asylum claim to the Refugee Protection Division, RPD, of the Immigration and Refugee Board of Canada, IRB. The claim includes the Basis of Claim, BOC, form, which details the reasons for seeking asylum, the specific threats faced in the home country, and any supporting evidence. Initial review by immigration officers. Once the claim is submitted, immigration officers review the documentation to assess basic eligibility criteria, including whether the applicant is already a protected person, whether they have made a prior claim for asylum in another country, the nature of their entry into Canada, e.g., whether they entered as a visitor, student or temporary worker. Interview with the Canada Border Services Agency, CBSA. Applicants may be required to attend an interview with a CBSA officer. During this interview, the officer will ask questions about the individual's reasons for claiming asylum, clarify information provided in the BOC form, assess the credibility and consistency of the applicant's story, evaluation of grounds for asylum. The eligibility assessment includes determining if the individual's claim meets the definition of a refugee under the Immigration and Refugee Protection Act, IRPA. The individual must show a well-founded fear of persecution based on one of the 5 protected grounds: race, religion, nationality, political opinion, or membership in a particular social group. The assessment may also consider the situation in the applicant's home country and any specific threats faced. Documentation review. Officers will review all submitted documentation for completeness and relevance. This includes identity documents, supporting evidence provided in the BOC form, any additional documentation brought to the interview, outcome of the eligibility assessment. After the assessment, the immigration officer will issue a decision. Accepted, the claim is eligible to proceed to a hearing before the IRB. Rejected, if the claim is found to be ineligible, e.g., based on prior claims in other countries or failure to demonstrate a well-founded fear, the applicant may receive a negative decision. In such cases, there may be limited options for appeal. Importance of the eligibility assessment. The eligibility assessment is crucial because it serves as a gatekeeping function, ensuring that only those who meet specific criteria can continue through the asylum process. It helps to protect the integrity of Canada's refugee system by filtering out claims that do not meet the legal requirements. Ensure that resources are allocated to individuals who genuinely need protection. Filing an asylum claim. Where to apply. Applications are submitted to the Refugee Protection Division, RPD, of the Immigration and Refugee Board of Canada, IRB. Form. Applicants complete the Basis of Claim, BOC, form, detailing their reasons for seeking asylum and the risks they face in their home country. Steps for filing an asylum claim. Complete the Basis of Claim, BOC, form. This is the primary document required for the claim. The BOC form includes personal information, your name, date of birth, and contact details. Details of persecution, a comprehensive account of the reasons you fear persecution in your home country, including specific incidents, threats, or patterns of discrimination. Supporting evidence, information about any evidence you have that supports your claim, e.g., news articles, medical records, or witness statements. The BOC form must be completed carefully, as it forms the basis for your asylum claim. Gather supporting documents. Collect all relevant documentation to support your claim, such as identity documents, passport, national ID, evidence of past persecution, medical reports, police reports, information about the situation in your home country, country condition reports, articles. Submit the asylum claim. Where to submit. The claim can be submitted in person at a local IRB office or through the Canada Border Services Agency, CBSA, or Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada, IRCC, if you are in their custody. Timeliness. It is essential to file your claim as soon as possible after arriving in Canada, ideally within 15 days, as delays can affect the credibility of your claim. Receive a confirmation of claim. After submitting your claim, you will receive a confirmation that your application has been filed. This document may include important information about the next steps in the process. Interview with the Canada Border Services Agency, CBSA. After filing the claim, applicants may have an interview with the CBSA, where they will provide additional information about their situation. After filing an asylum claim in the Canada Inland Asylum process, applicants may have an interview with the Canada Border Services Agency, CBSA. This interview is an important part of the process, as it helps assess the credibility of the claim and gather additional information. Scheduling the interview. Once the claim is submitted, the CBSA will schedule an interview. Applicants will receive a notice indicating the date, time, and location. Preparation for the interview. It's crucial for applicants to review their basis of claim, BOC, form and any supporting documents to ensure they can accurately discuss their case. Many applicants find it helpful to consult with a lawyer or legal representative beforehand to understand what to expect. Setting. The interview typically takes place in a formal setting, often at a CBSA office. It may be conducted by a single officer or a panel, depending on the circumstances. Duration. The interview may last anywhere from 1 to several hours, depending on the complexity of the case and the amount of information that needs to be discussed. Presence of legal counsel. Applicants can bring a lawyer or a representative to the interview. It is advisable to do so for support and guidance. Types of questions asked during the interview. During the interview, the CBSA officer will ask a variety of questions to assess the applicant's credibility and the specifics of their claim. Here are common areas of inquiry. Personal background. Questions about your identity, including your name, age, nationality, and family background. Information about your education and work history. Circumstances of arrival in Canada. How you arrived in Canada, including details about your journey. Any prior interactions with immigration authorities in Canada or other countries. Reasons for seeking asylum. Detailed questions about the persecution or threats you face in your home country. This may include specific incidents of persecution or harm, e.g., threats, violence, imprisonment. The identity of the perpetrators and their motives. Any previous attempts to seek protection from authorities in your home country. Country conditions. Questions about the political, social, or economic situation in your home country that support your claim. Awareness of any recent developments or changes in your home country relevant to your case. Supporting evidence. Discussion about the documents you submitted, such as medical records, witness statements, or news articles. Questions aimed at clarifying any inconsistencies or gaps in the evidence provided. Fear of return. Clarification of your fears regarding returning to your home country. The officer may ask what you believe will happen if you return. Whether you have sought assistance from local authorities and their responses. Future plans. Questions about what you would do if your claim is denied. Any plans for living in Canada if granted asylum. Tips for the interview. Be honest and consistent, always provide truthful answers and maintain consistency with your written statements. Take your time, it's okay to take a moment to think before responding to questions. If you don't understand something, ask for clarification. Provide details, use specific examples when discussing your experiences to help illustrate your claims. Stay calm, interviews can be stressful, but try to remain calm and composed. The CBSA interview is a significant step in the asylum process, as it helps determine the credibility of the applicant's claim. By being well prepared, honest, and forthcoming during the interview, applicants can strengthen their cases and improve their chances of a favorable outcome. Hearing. If the claim is accepted, a hearing is scheduled before the IRB. Applicants will present their case and any supporting evidence. If an asylum claim is accepted for a hearing before the Immigration and Refugee Board, IRB, in the Canada Inland Asylum process, the applicant must prepare thoroughly to present their case effectively. Here's a detailed overview of what the applicant needs to do in preparation for the hearing, what to expect during the hearing, and how to present their case. Preparing for the hearing. Review the basis of claim, BOC. Applicants should thoroughly review their BOC form and any other submitted documents to ensure familiarity with their own narrative and the details of their case. Gather additional evidence. Collect any new supporting evidence that may strengthen the claim. This can include updated country condition reports, additional witness statements or affidavits, medical or psychological assessments, if applicable, legal representation, If not already done, consider hiring a lawyer or a representative with experience in refugee law. They can provide guidance on the hearing process and assist with legal strategies. Practice testimony. Rehearse answers to potential questions that may be asked during the hearing. This practice can help the applicant feel more comfortable and confident. Prepare a personal statement. Be ready to present a personal statement that summarizes the key points of the asylum claim, emphasizing the reasons for fearing persecution and the relevance of any supporting evidence. During the hearing. Setting. The hearing typically takes place in a formal setting, often in a courtroom-like environment. It usually involves a panel of decision-makers from the IRB. Introductions. The hearing begins with introductions. The panel will explain the hearing process, and the applicant will have the opportunity to introduce themselves and their representative. Presenting the case. The applicant may be asked to present their personal story, including reasons for claim, a detailed account of why they fear persecution, including specific incidents and evidence of past threats or harm. Supporting evidence, reference any documents that were submitted, explaining how they support the claim. Questioning by the panel. After the applicant's statement, the panel will ask questions to clarify details, assess credibility, and explore the nuances of the claim. This may include questions about specific events of persecution. Inquiries about the applicant's experiences in Canada. Clarifications on any discrepancies in the application or during the interview process. Cross-examination. If the applicant's legal representative presents evidence or witnesses, the panel may ask questions to both the applicant and any witnesses. Witness testimony. If applicable, witnesses who can corroborate the applicant's story may be called to testify. They should be prepared to discuss relevant details. Post-hearing steps. Waiting for the decision. After the hearing, the applicant may need to wait for the panel to make a decision. The timeline for this can vary. Receiving the decision. The applicant will receive a written decision from the IRB detailing whether their claim is accepted or rejected, along with the reasons for the decision. Understanding next steps. If the claim is accepted, the applicant will receive protected person status and can proceed to apply for permanent residency. If the claim is denied, the applicant may have options for appeal or judicial review, which their legal representative can assist with. The hearing before the IRB is a pivotal moment in the Canada Inland Asylum process. By thoroughly preparing, presenting a clear and consistent narrative, and effectively communicating their fears of persecution, applicants can improve their chances of receiving a favorable decision. Seeking legal assistance is highly recommended to navigate the complexities of the hearing process successfully. Post-decision. If granted asylum, individuals can apply for permanent residency. They may also apply for a work permit and access social services during the process. When applying for asylum in Canada, individuals should gather the following documents. Identification documents. Passport, if available. National ID card. Any other government-issued identification. Basis of claim, BOC, form. Completed BOC form that outlines the reasons for seeking asylum, including personal narratives and details of persecution. Supporting evidence. Documentation that supports the claim, such as news articles or reports about conditions in the home country. Medical records if applicable, e.g., evidence of past torture or trauma. Witness statements or affidavits from individuals who can corroborate the claim. Personal information. Any prior immigration documents, visa applications, study permits, etc. Proof of status in Canada, if applicable. Family documents. Marriage certificate, birth certif. Or other documents to support claims related to family members. Evidence of attempts to seek protection. Any documentation showing attempts to seek protection in other countries, if applicable. Proof of residence in Canada. Documents such as utility bills, rental agreements, or any official correspondence to demonstrate the applicant's presence in Canada. Additional considerations. Legal assistance. It is advisable to seek legal counsel or assistance from refugee advocacy groups to navigate the complexities of the process and to ensure all necessary documents are properly prepared and submitted. Timelines. The asylum process can take several months to years, depending on various factors including the complexity of the case and the backlog of applications. This process is designed to ensure that individuals at risk can find safety and protection in Canada, reflecting the country's commitment to human rights and refugee protection. This is all about the process for applying for asylum in Canada, the documents required in complete detail. If you still have any question, please ask in the comment section. Moreover, if you find this video useful, don't forget to like and subscribe us. Thanks for watching this video.